everybody, welcome to another recap of The Apprentice. Last time that pig Mahsa was fired. Was that a little harsh? Maybe. Well, Anand decides that he's going to pick a fight with Stephanie and call her classless. And basically, she is not going to take that S. And I don't think she should. Because I don't know why all of a sudden he decides to call her out. So Steuart, as his reward, gets to meet with Larry Young, the CEO of Snapple. And let me just say, I love Snapple. I really appreciate it. They have been loyal to the show for years. Alright, so now they're outside of Macy's, and it's time to switch the teams up. Steuart, Brandy, Clint, and Liza on one team, and Anand, Stephanie, David, and Poppy on the other team. The task, you ask? Oh, it's a 4-page advertorial for Donald's shirts, ties, and cufflinks. The Donald J. Trump signature collection, that is. Alright, so the PMs, why, it's David and Brandy. Even though Brandy doesn't know anything about men's clothing. Alright, so at Fortitude, David is going to be going with a black and white model ad, and the clothes are what's going to be highlighted in color. I think that was a pretty good idea. At Octane, they're going to go with the sexy, because it's all about power, money, and sexual prowess, and women wearing men's clothing. Guys dig that. So no models show up for their photo shoot at the beginning, and Brandy and Steuart have to be the models. They have to play house in the bedroom. I gotta say, it was pretty racy. I thought it was a little skosh inappropriate. Now, when the models show up for Team Fortitude, David is in love with a model. Oh my God. He would go gay for this guy, as if. And you know what? He's no Johnny Bravo though, because the suit did not fit. The model had a skinny neck and the shirt was too big. Whose fault is that? Don't you think you should have had a better selection of shirts available, Donald J? Alright, so Poppy and Anand were supposed to go and get food for the models. Does it really sound that hard? How can you not have time to get food for the models? All you gotta do is make a phone call and then either have the stuff delivered or pick it up. David was pissed, as would I if I was the project manager. They didn't have the stuff. They didn't do what they were supposed to be doing. So Anand is starting to get under David's skin. He's telling him all about the pictures before David even sees them. You know, and that might be seen both ways. You know, like, oh, he's saving him time. But you know what? David wants to do it himself. I would have been pissed about that. But Anand is trying to get in there and manage. So now it's time for the presentations. At the Octane presentation, Brandy was very nervous. She did not know that it was the Donald J. Trump signature collection. She called it the Trump signature collection. And really, the whole thing was just a little bit too sexy. The hand on the thigh, in the bedroom, wearing the shirt. I think they could have done it in a way with the lady wearing the shirt that would have been less suggestive. Now, Fortitude's presentation, they love the concept, but the ill-fitting model was no good. And the product shots on the final page of the ad in the shape of a T, to fit them into that T, the pictures were so small, who cares? Alright, so it's time for the boardroom. And Trump is all about the sexual prowess, but you know what? I don't think Macy's is. Alright, David was condescending to Poppy. That came out. And Trump wants to know if David wants to come out. They had a hearty har-har about David being gay, coming out. Not that there's anything wrong with the man crush, David. Because Trump knows guys that have been married for 20 years and then decided to take off with a guy. It's cool. Yeah, sure. Sure it is, Trump. Laugh it off. Alright, so Brandy likes older men. Meaning, you, Trump, would you hire me? In a heartbeat. Go back to the suite, Brandy. There was a whole lot of sexual joking, and I didn't appreciate it. Alright, so Octane ends up winning. Brandy, as her reward, is going to get to sit down with Terry Lundgren, head of Macy's. Does he wear knee pads? Was that too inappropriate? Alright, so it's time for Fortitude to hit the bricks in the boardroom. Poppy and Anand, they were doing the tea page, which was the only thing that they didn't like, besides the ill-fitting model. And they tried to pass it off on David, but it was them that chose the photos. Actually, it was Poppy. So David miraculously sends Anand back to the suite. Why? I would have sent Stephanie back, but I guess it got under David's skin that Stephanie said she would fire him. But you know what? He was project manager. It wasn't unreasonable for her to say that he should be fired. So, to cut to the chase, David was fired for being the boss. Trump didn't have a choice. Now get the hell out. So, little update, David started his own company. Guess what? I just did too. You know, I'm really tired of these vague updates. What was it for? I don't know. Next time. Oh, this is big. I cannot wait till next week. Before the task even starts, Donnie sniffs out a cheater. Can you believe it? Damn those smartphones. Till next week, much love.